Hi, everyone.
Awesome. All right. So I want to go ahead and get right into this because this is going to be a good one. I think. I always think they're good ones. But we're going to get into two things today. All right. And the first one, let's see, what do I want to go with first? Let's do this. I don't want to say what happened. All right, here we go.
Do you hate men?
I don't hate men, but I think men hate themselves. No, seriously. When I speak of the male nature and y'all see y'allself in the mirror, because y'all have to do everything in y'all's power to put on the right hat, the right uniform, or the right personality to get the woman that you want. Y'all got to pretend to be something. But if y'all really showed y'all true colors and women see that, y'all know who y'all are. But when I show you who you are, you don't like what you see in the mirror. You got to cover that up with the good guy approach. With, I'm the nice guy. I'm not like all them other guys. All of y'all got this predatory beast inside of you that you got to tame. And because I can see it and I call it out for what it is, I must hate men. No, baby. You hate what you seeing in the mirror. You hate you. That ain't got nothing to do with me, right?
All right. So, and before I ask the question, I want to thank everybody for hopping on, watching us, hang out with us today. Don't forget, share this live stream so we can get this chat going, get the conversation going. Hit the like button, drop some comments, stand out with a super chat or whatever you want to do, you know. But my question, so she claims you don't hate women, guys, who you call out, but you hate yourselves actually, because you know that the beast is real. So is your anger at modern women just a projection of your own guilt, sirs?
I don't listen to Princella Queen Maker, Princella the Queen Maker seriously. I think she just rambles off. She honestly she reminds me of a female Derek Jackson. And she just says whatever sounds good, whatever's going to sound good. So, well, okay, let me rephrase. Initially, up until recently, she was saying any and everything possible that would sound good to women because what she was saying made men look like the bad guy no matter what. And that's what her whole rhetoric, at least from what I've seen. She never really held women initially. She didn't hold women accountable about their actions or anything whatsoever. And while there are some, I'm sure there are some men out there that have some level of self-hate and they're passing it off onto the woman that they're dealing with. It's tough for me to believe that on a consistent basis, on a majority basis, men are dealing with women because they hate themselves. I can't believe that.
I'll jump on that, even though I'm a whole different generation. I don't know about the young women these days, but I would agree with that 100%. I mean, obviously some men do, but to say that as a generality, that men hate themselves and they project it on women, I just don't see that. I think, and there's some premise like men hate women in that, I don't get that either. I don't think it's true.
Well, I can't take her serious because I've never seen her in a feminine act. She's always masculine. So she's coming from a masculinity trait. And then I think I've seen an episode where she was like, she feel how men feel when it's dating women out here in this in this generation, because I think she said she went out with a girl and she seen how that woman treated her and she see what men go through. So to me, I see her dialogue and I see her, her content. And to me, it's, you can never see, any man can look at her and can't see a woman in her. So for her to speak about men, it's crazy because she don't have a dick. And you would never see that you would never see that woman look like a woman. Like she always looked like the homeboy. You know what I'm saying? Look how she sit, look how she talk. So it's just like, as a man, how can I even take anything serious that she's saying? And that don't even make sense that she's saying men hate ourselves. How do my name is Celos, and the LOS mean love ourselves. So I love myself way before anybody, way before any relationship, way before anything. So when I look in the mirror, I always see myself and I show up for myself. I don't show up as a representative. If you see, if I stop being friends with anybody on this panel and you see me 10 years from now, I'm still gonna be the same Los. I haven't had not one person in my life tell me, say you different.
Hey, Los, check this out.
What's up?
Think about this. Think about and I think we're on the same thought process about this. With Princella the Queenmaker, it's crazy to say that Princella the Queenmaker would be more attractive if she presented herself as a woman. Think about that. We're telling myself. I'm not sure if Tim agrees one way or the other.
For her to sit here and say, and I didn't mean to cut you off. For her to sit here and say that about men, you can go and look at 20 of her videos. You've never seen her with her natural hair. She always got a baseball cap on. So who's the one really hating themselves? Every time I look in the mirror, I ain't got no makeup on. This is my real natural hair. You know who I am in my natural state, on camera and off camera. So for her to say that, I just think that's stupid because, like I said, if you see any of her videos, she always got a baseball cap on like she the nigga. Like, what's up, bro? I can't address her as a woman. So to me, she hate herself as a woman, and I'm not saying every woman hate themselves, but for her, I could tell she hate herself as a woman because she doesn't walk in a woman's step. She probably walk like a man. You see, she talk like a man, and you see her dialect every time that her words come off the tongue. It's in a masculinity way. It's not in a soft energy way, like a woman should be. But don't take my advice. Go look at her videos. There's not one video that you can sit here and upload and you see soft energy in that woman. So to me,
I think she is a lesbian, right?
It don't matter. A woman is a woman.
To some.
It's still pink and split in the middle. You're designed to get penetrated. It don't matter how you want to put that.
Okay, so let me ask you, Amber, us as women, can you see any truth to what she said?
Unfortunately, no. I haven't met men of that caliber that she's speaking of. I think that she hates men altogether, so she's gonna pick things regardless, and that's just her point of view because of her experiences with men.
Now she does. I have back to Carlos' point. I have seen videos of her holding women accountable too. So I haven't seen a lot of videos of her, but some I have seen now. So let me say this. So let me switch the question up around. So she said explicitly that men have a predatory beast, that you all have this beast inside them. They got to be tamed. I actually believe that. But just be honest on the panel. Is your morality, like she's saying, performance? So if there were no laws or no consequences, and I'm asking you, Tim, or whoever, but I'm gonna go to Tim first. If there were no laws and no consequences, would you still be considered a good man, or would the real beast come out?
I'll be honest. I think I'd be a good man, and I'll tell you why. Because it feels good to be good, and it doesn't feel good to be bad. And that's kind of the bottom line. When you do right by people, when you treat people with respect and kindness, it feels good. When you're nasty and you're mean, it just doesn't feel good. So I think, not that I'm perfect all the time, but I know when I feel good, it's because I'm being good.
But if there was no laws or consequences, would we even know what that standard is of good and bad?
Well, the consequences is how you feel about yourself. I mean, if there is no laws or consequences, I don't act the way I am because of laws or consequences. I don't think. I mean, Yeah, I don't know.
You put it in
But
that, Nikki. What do you mean by if there was no laws and consequences? You make it sound like, oh, a man can just go out. Like basically what I'm saying, and I might could be wrong. When you say if it's no laws and consequences, basically I can go rape a woman and don't, that's the inner beast of me because I'm a man and I know I'm powerful than a woman. Every man on this panel know they're physically powered, can overpower a woman. A 13-year-old or 14-year-old boy can overpower a grown woman. But I don't know what she mean by inner beast, because my inner beast, if somebody was to come harm me as a man, my inner beast is going to come out. Like, I'm going to protect myself. I'm going to protect my family. That's the inner beast that from my perspective is the inner beast of me as a man. But the inner beast, if she's saying, hey, these guys give the representatives, they give them representatives of themselves, and then once they get the woman, then it's the true colors come out. Is that what she's talking about in that video? Because it's not a clear cookie cut of what she's talking about. Because
no, I don't think, no, not once she get it. So this new question where I'm saying if there are no laws. So I do believe that all men have an inner beast inside them. You have no option as a man but to have that in you. It's there. So which
their beast though,
but
like,
that beast is anything. That beast is war. That beast is manipulation. That beast is protection. That beast is providing. So the beast can come in all forms, but I'm talking about that specific man beast. And I'm not saying men are
that don't make sense. That don't make sense.
Hold on, Carlos. I'm not saying men are naturally aggressive, but for the most part, yes, that is in them. So if we thinking about like back in the days, till the death and all of that, we're talking about that inner beast that made men be able to take a sword and run up on another man with a sword, hand-on-hand combat. That is an inner beast that enables that man to be able to go fight and protect the country or whatever. But if you had no consequences, no laws, and yes, even that, and I'm not, you went to the extreme of raping. I'm not going to that extreme, but I'm saying if you had no consequences, would you, do you think that you would dominate your woman? Do you think that you would make her do the things that most men want, the submissive thing that women are not doing? Do you think that you would could physically make her do that?
Men naturally dominate women. Like, what are you saying?
So that's what I'm asking. So would you still, if there were no consequences, no laws, would you still be a good man? Would you be a cheater if you knew that the courts wouldn't back her up? Whatever that beast is, would you be that?
That's what I'm not getting what you're saying. You're saying you're saying two different things.
You're saying you don't have a beast in you.
Every man, it's not about a beast. I have masculinity in me. So that masculinity is that masculinity in me is going to so-called bring that beast out. If I'm going to war, I can't sit here and have no flamboyant way because my enemy is going to look at me like I'm weak. But if I have that rah-rah, like, hey, LeBron James just dunked on a motherfucker, you want some more of this? If that's the inner beast you're talking about, every man has that. Every masculine man, but every man automatically dominates a woman. That's just how it's structured.
What do you think, Spaces? So is there no beast?
No, I agree that she's right. She's right that there is a beast in a man that wants to dominate women. And if there were, and to your question, if there were no laws, then yes, there are a lot of men that would, take it upon themselves to dominate women in terms of sexual advancement or whatever. I don't disagree with that.
But it take that other beast, hold before you finish, because I see Carlos. But that other beast you talking about, Carlos, that is the beast that protects us from the other beast.
I got a question for the lady.
You get what I'm saying? But hold on, let Spaces finish.
Okay, go ahead.
When I think about this question in this conversation, I think about the movie Purge, right? And the Purge, for those who somehow don't know, for 12 hours, all crimes are legal in this society of people.
Mhm.
Now, in the Purge movies, they focus on murder and theft, but all crimes are legal. So, are there a lot of men that would take it upon themselves to, and I'm trying to protect the platform, take advantage of women? 1000%. Now, the thing is, though, what's governing the laws of men is other men. That's the thing. And that's what we don't like to acknowledge. That's what we don't like to talk about. It's not women in position right now, at the very least, because the times are changing. It's not women in position to change these laws or make laws that are meant to protect women. It's men that are doing this. And actually, I forget what video it was that I watched today, but it was a man that came up on a woman, threatening her or whatever the case, and men jumped to her rescue. So I am in position to believe that even if things were in a different society and there were no laws, men would still stop men from taking advantage of random women unless that woman is deemed to be the pass around of society.
So I got a question for the women.
So that's gonna
I'm
keep
sorry.
us. Wait a minute.
I got a question.
But I got a quick question first though. You were talking about other men. What about you?
I wouldn't do that. No,
I'm sorry.
I wouldn't
Would
do
you,
that. No,
would
I
you
don't.
take advantage of women if there weren't any laws? Would you be?
Heck no.
No. All right. Well, good.
A question for the women.
That's what
On
I was going to say. I know there are men that would do that. I don't think it's the majority, but I also agree with you that we would police ourselves. I don't think men inherently are bad, even though we do have a beast. I don't disagree with that. The beast isn't necessarily. I don't know the right way to put it.
It's not bad, right? I get what
It's more like Carlos was saying. It's masculine energy in you. It's if you want to call that a beast, that's fine.
So I got a question for women. When y'all give man the green light to have intercourse with you, aren't you giving him permission to dominate you? Yes or no?
yeah.
You prove my point.
Amber didn't answer.
Is she?
For some reason she on mute. I don't know if she can talk to me.
I can talk.
Oh.
Talk. I just was waiting for people to get done, but yes, I'm giving permission to dominate. Absolutely.
I mean, intercourse in itself is a aggressive act, a dominant act.
Not all
Yeah.
the time.
Okay.
The natural form of it is still an aggressive act, and if it's not, I am sorry for you. Okay, sex in itself is naturally an aggressive.
Every
act.
time I have sex, I'm not getting thrown up against the wall.
That's not what makes it aggressive. The act itself is aggressive. Just think about what you're doing. Think about what's happening. Think about him it's still an aggressive act. It's intense, it's aggressive, it's emotional. There's nothing wrong with it. Now, if it's not for you, I'm sorry. Just explore a little more. You'll be all right.
It's a dominant act that a woman gives a man.
Yes.
That's my point exactly. So what she said don't make sense. It's it's masculinity. It's if you want your man to be feminine and then have a beast side on his side? I'm gonna say this again. Do you want your man to be feminine but also have a beast in him? How would you won't even look at a man if he's feminine? You won't even think that he has a beast in him.
No.
That's how you feel.
So y'all getting conflated and triggered by this word beast. Is that what I'm getting at?
No, I'm just trying to get the dialect because you know what I'm saying. You know what I just said.
No, it don't make sense to you because you don't like it being called a beast.
It's the mask.
You don't.
Would you look at a flamboyant man and think that he has beast in him?
Some of them do. I wouldn't look at them initially and think that no, but I'm not gonna say they don't.
My question, Nikki. Thank you.
Yeah, I think the idea of the beast, that's what we're kind of kind of hung up on right now is the ideology of a beast and the activity of beast. And we're looking at it from two different angles at the same time. It's the beast that does crazy stuff and in society illegal and immoral stuff versus the beast that women want their man to be, right? So just off the strength of that, like, it's in society right now, the absolute majority. I'm just imagining this conversation from a standpoint of there are no, actually I watch Game of Thrones, right? So I've been learning a lot about Game of Thrones. But you know, I'm imagining a society where there are no laws about treating women a certain way. There are no little to no laws about, you know, men going to jail for doing certain things against women and all that stuff, right? Even then, I'm looking at American society right now. The population of America is half men, half women, just a little bit less men than women, slightly a little bit less. When it comes to these interactions, most men want one woman that is in their corner that he has to come home to. So if we apply it to every single man, which we can get into a different conversation about that, but if we apply it to every single man, then almost every single woman will be accounted for. So there won't be a whole lot of women that will be taken advantage of and will experience this beastful nature of the men that Princella was talking about. The absolute majority of, no, I won't say the absolute majority, a lot of men in 2025 aren't even sexually active and or are virgins. So like, and the reason why this resonates so loud is because men are looked at as sexual deviants. Men are looked at as the ones that are they have the negative stereotypes when it comes to approaching a sexual situation with the opposite sex. When in reality, a lot of times it's the opposite.
Well, here's my take. I don't have a big take, but like I said, I get, what was it? I get why she's saying that, but I also agree with you guys too. Yes, there is a level of masculinity. So I guess what stuck out to me is the projection part. When you're hearing all these conversations, men and I hold women accountable, but you got some that's real extreme with it. You got the red pill content. Do you think those men are projecting? Like, do you think when they see certain type of women that it ruffles up something that they're missing in themselves? Like, it reminds them of what they're not or what they're lacking.
Go ahead.
With a lot of people, the first with that question, the first name that came to mind was Myron Gaines and the Fresh and Fit podcast. That whole situation came from like a lot of people. Anyway, but a lot of people would say that the way they were moving in terms of when their podcast was real big and they were kicking women out of their studio and all that stuff, that came from the fact that they were rejected in high school and during the peaks of or during the time when women or females are at their peak. So now they're seeking revenge on said women. I don't know one way or the other if that's what their motive, but in that situation, it's like there are a lot of men out there that have that philosophy, that have that thought process. Now, I was rejected in high school. I was rejected at certain times, and now I'm going to be on my villain arc. Now I'm going to dog women in the way that I was dogged. I'm going to reject women or treat women a certain way based upon how I felt when I was in high school, and I want to the issue is the generalization of it all.
I don't think that's what that podcast was doing. Fresh and Fit. Fresh and Fit was calling out masculine women who want to bulk up with masculine men, and it didn't work out for them. So they was exposing the women, and you seen how masculine the women are, and you seen how soft the women who stayed on that show was. So the masculine women got kicked off because at the same time, you can't whip my ass because I'm a man. So they was just calling a spade a spade. That's what I got from that podcast. And you can go back and roll clips and see that the masculine women got exposed.
Yeah.
That's-
So I do think some of it a little bit of project, not all of it, and I do think a lot of it is honest. But is it coming from a good place? Will anyone ever know? No. But I do think a lot of people project. A lot of stuff is projection. So yeah.
But the beat, like what are you trying to compare this terminology beats to? That's what I'm trying to see, because it's like what was she saying, the beast about them? And like we don't love ourselves because we see the beast in us, right?
Yeah, she said that basically you don't like her, because she can see through you, basically. She basically saying she see through y'all. That's why y'all don't like women like her or her, because she calls it out. You hate yourself. And when she calls and point that thing out, that's what makes y'all dislike her. So it's not the fact that you dislike her. You just dislike that she calling that insecure part out that makes you feel inadequate.
I think the idea is to villainize men, which sounds good to women. And that's what she was doing with most of her social media career. But I digress.
Well, see, I can't get with a woman who don't like the fourth alphabet because they confused. And so when you confuse like that, you know, you have missed thoughts about me. And that's exactly what you're doing. Like, what man, you know, is going to give her the fourth alphabet?
But this is exactly what I said in the beginning, right? I said that she has her own issues with men. She has her own issues with men, so she's projecting.
Do we think that most lesbians have men issues?
Yeah.
They're not getting the fourth alphabet.
What you think, Tim? Do you think
it's not the
lesbians
not getting it, Carlos? It's the fact that they don't want it, and the reason why they don't want it. That's what you have to explore. It is not the fact that they're not getting it; they don't want it, so they're not going to get it. That's number one. And then you have to think about the reason why they don't want it, or you know what I'm saying? It's not the fact that they're not getting it, so they're incompetent.
Too much pressure in a fight. What it's going to do?
I think it's more real gay men than there are real lesbians.
What the facts at?
I think I go along with that, Nikki. I would agree with that, but I also think you shouldn't paint any of them with that broad of a brush. It's a whole range of lesbians and gay guys. Yeah. Some of them do have an attitude.
All trauma based.
Say that again.
I think it's all trauma based.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that can be the number one cause of it, yeah. But when you get, you know, that's why you get older and you explore yourself and you learn yourself. So them traumas.
You're not going to explore something you think you know.
Well, you have to learn how to deal with that.
That's how they are dealing with it. So you can't.
That's how they dealing with it.
Yeah, you can't tell a gay guy that he's not gay and he should explore other options. Y'all gonna be fighting. Like that's not realistic.
You're gonna be like, I want to explore you.
Okay, and then what we gonna do?
That's the end of the she talking about.
Because just because they're feminine don't mean they don't have that inner beast.
Say that again.
Just because they are feminine acting or presenting does not mean they don't have that inner beast.
I'm talking to a man who knows a man really well. Like, my whole thing is you flamboyant. I know as a man, you still a man and you still got masculine energy in you. What I mean, you can see it when they about to fight. That little feminine voice don't be feminine no more. They be like, hey, come on with it. Let's knuckle up. That masculine voice just can. I seen it. They can be feminine. They can have that broken wrist all they want, but soon as it's time to bring that inner beast out, that inner male come out.
That's already in there that you cannot get rid of.
right then and there. Hey, what you want to do, nigga? Like, damn, hold up. What was that?
Promise you.
They
They
like,
go-
whoa, I don't want no trouble. I don't want no trouble.
But they've had to
I didn't
protect
know anyone.
themselves because they live in a world to where they're not accepted all the way. So of course they're in a
Girl, their world is non-existent. They accept it too much now. Like that's
before
not
then. Thank you.
All right.
Before then is what I'm
we're
talking
gonna
about.
have we're gonna move on to the next topic. Thank everybody for hanging out. You want to support the channel? Don't forget we do take super chat. Stand out. Make your comment a standout comment. Help support the channel. I think I'm about time for a new camera, which I think. Buy me some lip gloss, and I like coffee. So you can do that too. Doesn't matter. Or you could just hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. That is actually the only price of entry. We're gonna move along to the next topic. And so here we go.
The families I try to stay away from is the one where nobody got a man. You telling me you got 3 sisters, none of them got a man. Your mama ain't got a man. None of your aunties got a man. Your grandma don't got a man. Your great grandma don't got a man. Godmother don't got a man. And we gonna add the best friend to the situation. And your best friend don't got a fucking man. Nobody got a man. Nah, it's something there. It's some type of spirit, some negative energy. It's something around that family that is just keeping men away. And I would not be a part of it. It may be a generational curse. And she may be the one to break it, right? That's good for her. I hope she does. I just will not be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? It's just some situations where it's like, I'm not going to make my life difficult. Plus, it's like, what advice could they get from everyone about y'all's relationship? Every single thing you do, they're just going to tell her she don't need a man. They're going to tell her that they all don't have men in their lives and they're fine. And they could be fine. But it's just like, is that the advice I want my girl hearing? No. I can only imagine the mental and emotional trauma that a dude would go through trying to be involved in that family.
All right, so this man say if your mom, your sisters, aunts, everybody's single, you carry a negative energy, or is it a generational curse? So let's be real, ladies in the chat. Amber, if you were raised by single women, do you think you were brainwashed to think that you don't need a man, or are you unknowingly sabotaging your own relationships because of your family's trauma?
Both.
Elaborate, please.
I believe both. Being raised in a family with all single women, of course, they are very dominant. And so they dominate the man to such a point to where they do not want to stay. And so we were not raised with the example of having a man around, right? Yes, I was born in a 2-parent household, but the rest of the family didn't have men. Okay, so, and my mom is dominant as well. So it does have its effects because we were taught to get the man, but not how to keep the man.
So can I say something else?
Yes.
I don't think that the women in your family dominated men. The women in your family showed aggressive of masculinity towards the men. And that's why the men didn't stay.
Okay. It's the same thing to me.
A woman can't dominate a man.
Well, if he was a weak ass man and they walked all over him,
That's not being weak. That's just, hey, I'm not dealing with this masculinity. Like, I don't want a woman bulking up at me.
well,
Oh, it's some men, Carlos, baby. It's some men that's weak. Like they let women literally say whatever, do whatever,
yes,
do whatever
men.
she tell them. He the
Yeah.
one going to fix all the plates at family get. It is some beta men. That's what I call them. Beta men out here.
They're
And they
very
running rapid.
And you think y'all can whoop their ass if y'all got in a fight?
We're not talking about fighting. We're talking about their personality.
You always ask the general questions. I'm asking the general question. Do you think you just said that beta man, they can walk, y'all can walk all over it. If y'all got in a fight, do you think y'all as women on this panel can whoop that beta man?
Well, he ain't
Yeah,
gonna,
you want to know why? Because he's not gonna fight back.
thank you.
You didn't answer my question. But
I just did. I said yes.
take that answer. He's not fighting back because he don't want to go to jail, Nikki.
Anywho,
Beta.
how I grew up is what I'm speaking on, right? I didn't know anything about any of what we know now, right? We're talking about the effects of being in a family with single women,
Mhm.
right? And the effects of that. And so that's what it was for us. Now, we were taught to get the man. We weren't taught how to keep them, what to do, how to serve them, how to make them feel safe. We weren't taught any of that. So we were self-sabotaging because we did not know our role as women. We were not taught the correct role as women. No.
So I got a question for Amber. So what steps was taught for you to get a man?
I don't really think they were taught. It was just get a man, marry him, and that was literally it. I'm not even gonna lie.
Well, I get that, but I'm saying you say you was taught how to get the man. How did you reel the man? Like you cast your fishing. If you cast your fishing pole out in the lake, you want to catch a fish.
Well, let's just talk about. We weren't really taught any steps. We were taught that we were pretty as hell,
Mhm.
and that was it.
Oh, so you got a man that's pretty?
We was taught to.
But you said
we pretty.
Was taught how to get it.
Taught to.
Did you get the man? Like that's by your looks.
Telling you what we were told. You can have whatever you want. You're beautiful. The women are jealous of you because you're beautiful. Your hair's beautiful. Y'all are perfect. Literally. So us getting a man, it wasn't nothing that was taught. It was just we went out in the world and it was, I mean, I'm not gonna say it was assumed because we never really had an issue getting a man. It's just keeping now.
So y'all just got
there are a lot of women not taught. They're not taught these things. Are men taught this? Is this a conversation boys are having with fathers and they're like, Tim, is this a thing?
No. Well, you know, my experience is way different than I think a lot of y'all's, but no, we're not taught. We just, you know, I'm attracted to good looking women. I mean, so I think I get your point. But it's hard to keep a man just on your looks. I guess that's the bottom line.
Men are always taught. I think men always get flowers, get chocolate, open doors, show chivalry. Women don't do none of that. You can do that as a young boy. I've been saying that my whole life.
Who taught you that though? Because you was asked, I was saying you was asking how do we.
Well, Amber was taught how to get a man. So I asked y'all, what's some of the steps y'all got? But the only steps y'all said, just naturally pretty. That's how we got the man. So it wasn't no steps.
Right, it wasn't right. It wasn't really no steps.
It wasn't no steps. What the women in y'all family taught y'all to get a man. Y'all just, you pretty. That's not. Men are physically creatures or physical creatures. So we're gonna automatically come to you. But with how Amber structured it, Amber said, we was taught how to get a man. So I'm like, well, how did? But she just said just by me, having a pretty face. But that's natural. That's nature. We automatically going to come to you if you're pretty.
You have to understand, as a young woman that wasn't taught much about any of that, we don't know what men are.
Especially when you have passive men in your family.
That do
when
whatever
you have a
women
when
say.
you have a family, when you have a family of women running an entire family, first of all, that's out of order, something wrong. Then when you have men in the family, because they was raised with all women raising them, they don't take their rightful place. They don't do that. The women still run the family. And I believe what he's saying is true. And I'm only saying that from anecdotal evidence, just looking around and looking what I see in different patterns that I see in different households, relationships, family structures, and all that, including mine.
You said it was 100% true.
I mean, I could see how that could be true because the sisterhood is diabolical. The sisterhood.
Single women keep other single women single.
And married women divorced.
Ooh, that's a bar. That's a bar. Well,
They
I
do.
think when it comes, if we had to ask, if you had to choose one, would you say? And I hate that I'm bringing race into this, but
Just spit it out.
generally, generally speaking, would you say the Black community is a matriarchy or a patriarchy? Ran by women or
Matriarchy.
ran by men?
Women.
Matriarchy. I agree. What you guys think? If you had to choose one, matriarchy or patriarchy, which one? Amberlyn.
He's asking y'all,
one?
he's asking y'all, what do y'all think the Black community, who runs the Black community? Is it a matriarchy or patriarchy, the man or the women?
Well, first of all, the woman runs it, but that's because the men were belittled and taught that they were not needed in the Black household.
Okay. Los, Tim.
I mean, I agree with Amber.
Okay, Tim. If you had to choose, like objectively,
froze?
I think
No,
he froze.
He just sitting there looking good. What you trying to catch? You already
He
got
might be froze because he said that
Yeah.
hotel
Can you guys hear me?
internet.
Oh,
See,
there
he
we
is
go.
froze. I told you, he's sitting there with you froze with your hands looking all dignified.
I'm finna say I'm telling your wife.
Oh, now you moved. Okay, you back.
Let's pose like Tim.
Okay. I'm back.
You guys are freezing up. Can you hear me now? Am I
Yeah.
back on?
Yeah, you back. Did you hear his
the-
question?
This
Tim?
hotel connection is no good. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you. Did you hear Space's
I'm sorry.
question?
I know I'm in and out, but
It's okay. The reason why I asked that question is because I have this phrase that I ask myself on a regular basis if it's true or not. And the phrase is, women are brought up to know how to be treated by men, and men are brought up to know how to treat women. It's never in reverse.
Somebody say y'all dropped the ball. Or was the ball threw at him?
Like, man, off the bat.
I don't really like to I try to not point fingers unless absolutely necessary.
I point
But-
fingers because at this time we got to start pointing to the people who is to blame. And I'm sick of the bull and I'm sick of the garbage. Somebody is to blame.
Yeah, I agree. But that's unfortunately that's where conversations just fall apart. Well, this person, these people did this. Well, they wouldn't have did this if they didn't do this. Well, they wouldn't have did this if these people didn't do this. You know what I mean? Like it just causes a rabbit hole of conversation that tends to go nowhere. I'd like to I try to just talk about behavior in general. But if pointing the finger is necessary, then pointing the finger is necessary. But I say that because, you know, when it comes to, and I like to live, like Amberlyn said, she gonna take Google away from me. But when it comes to children, when it comes to boys, most often what happens, unfortunately, is you get a thug or a gangster. And with women, you get a thought a lot of times. Not all the time, a lot of times.
Majority.
Either way, it's producing, it's getting bad results. But unfortunately, the absolute majority of the time, when there's a custody situation, the children go to the women. You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying, but I'm still stuck on men drop the ball. So we back to that. We back to men dropping the ball.
Okay.
Like women didn't kick them out the house for the big daddy government.
You beat me
We
to
talking about men drop the ball like they didn't get beat down, talked about, told how much they wasn't shit, kicked out the house,
Said how much they wasn't needed.
but they dropped the ball. 70% of divorces and separations is initiated by women, black or white, across the board. But men dropped the ball. All right. Those reasons for divorce are mostly for irreconcilable differences, not because they getting beat or they abused. It's because I don't feel this anymore.
Absolutely.
But men dropped the ball.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I would say women gave the ball to the man, kicked him out the damn house. He probably threw the damn ball. He didn't drop it because I'm sure he was frustrated. That's how he ended up on crack in the 80s.
Damn.
So he ain't dropped the ball. He threw it back at y'all butts. And now they about to throw the hammer at you because, like I said last week, they're done. They're done.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You can't kick the man out and then complain what he's not doing.
That's the tough part. You know, I actually watched a documentary. It was a welfare. You probably type in YouTube a welfare documentary 1980s.
Oh, I
or
saw
something
that.
like that.
Oh, well, I saw one that was when it started, and they was fighting because they wasn't getting enough. They wasn't fighting to get their men back in the house to help take care of them kids. No, they was fighting because they needed $20 more on their assistance, knowing
And
darn well that our daddies couldn't get no jobs for real back then.
Especially on child support, they can't get nothing.
And
Talk
it was
to
a
me about
particular
that.
point in the documentary. I think it was about 15 minutes in. There was a woman that was saying, "I have 5 different children. I think it was the child to father ratio was 4 different men, 3 to 4 different men, 5 children." And she said, "I'm not going to marry the man that I'm with because he can't do anything for me."
What?
I'm saying, like what's supposed to happen here? What's supposed to happen here? Like, but just like you said, Miss Nikki is like, okay, so I'm going to advocate for more governmental assistance, and it is what it is. And it's only an hour. You know what? I'll send it in the back chat once I find it. But I think the conversation, the only way these conversations can go forward, I think, as much as it kind of pains me to say because it absolves women from their actions, men just have to start moving differently.
Right.
Men
Women
have to start moving
have
differently.
been saying that for years. And I feel like they should. They shouldn't just accept stuff just because. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, kick her ass out too.
Well, they get shamed for that, and all type of consequences come behind that.
Oh, well, you have to be delivered from people.
All right. Well, let's connect. I want to kind of connect both of these 2 videos, right? So we put these 2 together. Let's connect these. So are these lineages of women single because they are cursed and toxic, or are they single because they finally saw a predatory beast inside of the men and decided to protect themselves by opting out? Who is right?
I feel like women want to do what the hell they want to do, and they don't want any structure, or they don't want to yield to anyone's program. So therefore, they're going to be single for the rest of their lives, because they have a single mindset about all of the list of things that they're not going to do.
Damn, Herbert.
You back, Tim?
I am. I apologize. This hotel Wi-Fi just froze up, so I got it on my phone. But I missed.
I wanted to get that question.
I missed most all of that.
Damn.
He said he missed almost all of it.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, girl.
Thank you.
Space, look, what you got? What you got to say, Spaces? Give her roses. What you got to say, bro?
So
Hey,
Tim,
hey,
what do you think about I think what so you saw everything we talking about a family full of women, right? So I think Space's question was to you.
Oh, sorry.
His question was to you. Do you think that when you, I know from the outside looking in, but you are a liberal and you are in the space. Do you think that the Black community is a matriarchy or a patriarchy?
I was really interested by that because I would agree, at least from the outside looking in, it feels like it's a matriarchy. But on the other side of that coin, I feel like the white community is a patriarchy. So
Right.
yeah.
So which one do you
it does
think?
feel like that to me.
Which one you think working?
Oh, I think they each got their own problems, but
Oh no, don't do that. Don't do that.
I
Don't do. We gotta keep it
Well,
real. Everybody got their own problems, but I said which one is working out better, the matriarchy or the patriarchy? Based on
all right,
what
put
you
me on
see.
the hot seat. I'll say the patriarchy.
Oh Lord,
I
I
think
knew you was gonna say something silly.
Well,
I think
it just
it's
is. You
crazy
asked me. I'm
because-
just telling you how it seems.
So you say you think the patriarchy is the problem?
No, it's working out better.
Oh, okay, okay. No, I apologize. Then you didn't say nothing silly.
My God.
Yeah, no,
What you
yes.
asked me.
Oh, nigga, get ready to go off. You saying, man?
Check out.
She
check
won't
out
let
the-
me have my own opinion, I guess, but that's all right.
I do. I love your opinion, but no, that is yeah. I would say that because that is how it's designed. It's supposed to be that way, and I don't know why people are trying to change it. I don't know. I don't understand. How did we get to this place where we don't need our counterpart? I don't understand it.
Well, here's the confusing part about it. The MGTOW and both MGTOW and feminism was rooted from the white community. So
Well, yeah, white man was leaving they women first, going to other countries,
Right.
and they women.
right, so MGTOW came from the white community, and feminism came from the white community. But it also seems like you would think that would cause some level of separation, right? In the white community, but somehow overall the results are still better.
Because
See
I
what I'm
still
saying?
think that those feminists are a minimal part of society. I think most people still cherish, even them feminists, they'll talk that stuff, but they still got their man at home. They still love and cherish their man. They not single. They still be out on dates, still going out. Them people do not be single.
So ask Tim the last question that we were on when he popped back in.
Oh, let me look at my notes.
Together.
Oh yeah. Okay, so Tim, I wanted to kind of bridge both of the clips together in just the conversation. And so I was asking, are women single because they're cursed and toxic, or are they single because they finally recognize the beast in men and they just protecting themselves?
I'd say the latter. It feels like to me. I think a lot of women that are single are scared of men.
I'd have to disagree. I think
Scared on what? Hold on. When you say scared,
Well,
how?
they're-
It's a lot of different fears. So
Sure. I think, well, they're afraid to commit to a man. They're afraid of a relationship with a man. I think if a woman wants to have a relationship with a man and she goes after it, so that's what makes me say that. I think that women have the power to create a relationship if that's what they want. So the ones that don't, I think they don't because they're scared to.
go ahead, Spaces.
I have to disagree. I think more often than not, maybe they know it or they don't. I think women are they adhere to the idea of being single because it sounds good to other women. I think I ultimately the idea of them being single and proudly single is really a cry for help. It's really them saying without saying. I want the very thing that I'm saying. I have this thing. It's like, and I'm noticing this to be more apparent than more apparent now than ever. Whatever comes out of a woman's mouth, a man has to figure out if she really wants the opposite of what she's saying. Like
That's what she want right there. I'm sorry, I had to, Carlos.
I put my friend on blast like that.
Hey, your friend up here, you got Carlos messed up tonight on this Thursday night. You got him messed up.
I'm sitting here like, what happened to us?
Back on her next Thursday, nigga. You got me.
It was just the monologue. Space was giving the monologue.
Say one right there.
I'm sitting here like, what happened? Why is he done zoomed in so damn far?
I am not about to keep talking while this man's chest is on the screen.
I zoomed in like that. My internet's acting like Tim, man.
I'm just out here like,
Oh my God. I'm sorry.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, time for this. Come on with the show. God damn it.
I don't have time for this. No, they definitely. Let me just tell you, they definitely do not want to be single. I'm single. I can do what I want to do. That's the opposite. They don't want to do what they want to do, and they don't want to be single. Okay, when they out drinking with their girlfriends, they want to have somebody to call. Okay, to go cuddle with and shit. We don't want to be single. Okay, that is not something that we just absolutely opt out and be like, you know what, I'm gonna break up with him because I want to go be single. Who the hell does that?
That's what I was just talking to my girl about, what Amber just said.
What
Who
happened?
just says, you know what, I love you, but I want to go be single.
The what Amber just said, don't no woman want to be single, just like don't no man want to be single. The older a woman get, that shit hit them. That shit hit. If you tell a woman, go get a dog and die alone, look at her face and look how hurt she get. She'll damn near curse your ass out.
And Carlos, you know it's some, and you know, of course, we're not gonna say no names. But I was listening to a conversation you was having with somebody, and they stood 10 tones down on that. Now, do I believe it? That they don't want no man, they good without a man, and this and that. You know, we was at the park. I don't know if you remember that. That's a strong one right there.
Sam, but look what Amber just said. As soon as you get a little lick in her, and you ain't got that Friday night, especially around on holidays, shit, that motherfucker. Look, I get mad when I go home and that motherfucker pillow looking at me. I get mad when I wake up at 3 in the morning and I gotta roll over that motherfucker right back to a cold spot or a warm spot that motherfucker might still be there from my spot.
Yeah, I don't care what they say, honestly, because the shit that comes out of their mouth is literally not even the truth. Okay, like it's like they're trying to talk, women trying to talk themselves into shit, right? We don't like being single. We got to be like, I'm single, I can do what I want to do. But in the back of your damn mind, you be like, damn, I do miss whoop the woo.
Hi, girl, summer. Then
You know,
like, oh my God, I don't have nobody to go to the park with.
No.
Hot girl summer, but a cold winter. Go ahead.
Exactly.
Flip that motherfucker out. A hot girl summer, but a cold winter. Them snow days, shit.
But let me just say this, you know, okay, so what do you do at a hot girl summer? Fuck everybody? I'm trying to figure out what is it consists of, because I don't want no damn hot girl summer. That's something we gotta talk
I love
about.
my handy dandy AI.
If you have a hot girl summer, you shouldn't have no cold winter. That means your hot girl summer wasn't hot.
That mean it was hot, their asses was burning.
No. You ain't got not one man in the wintertime that can come shovel your snow or wipe your fucking car off.
No, that was burning. They needed to go to the clinic. There is no way.
Listen to what I'm saying, Amber. If you had a hot girl summer, why is it that when it get cold outside, you ain't got nobody come shovel that driveway, come clean your car off? You had a hot girl summer. I mean, you running through these motherfuckers who ball and whoever spending money on you, right?
That was it. That was running through them. They didn't keep them.
Still, you ran through the motherfuckers and them motherfuckers can't run to your house to clean your driveway off.
Because they done mistreated them haphazardly for the next person that they had their hot girl summer with. Like, no. Let me tell you something. If me and you spend a couple days together, then all of a sudden I see you with somebody else, but you was whispering sweet nothings in my ear. I'm not gonna be fucking with you. So no, I'm not gonna come shovel your snow. I'm not gonna come take out your trash. I'm not gonna give you no gas money. I'm not gonna be doing nothing. Going on with whoever else. So no, they can't call these people back.
You thinking like a man, Amber.
So somebody asked, what is a hot girl summer? So
Nikki, what is
a hot girl summer is? So a hot girl summer is a pop culture catchphrase and a viral trend that describes a state of mind.
What is your
focus on confidence, fun, and self-love? It is less about a specific look and more about an attitude of living unapologetically hard. According to its creator, rapper Megan Thee Stallion, which is a man horse, just so everybody know, a hot girl summer is about confidence, being unapologetically yourself and not caring what others think. That's first mistake number one. Self-love, prioritizing your own happiness and mental well-being. That's selfish.
That's a lot.
3, hyping up friends, supporting your friends and having a good time together until
you get a man and you leave that ass in that hot girl summer. Yeah.
Right.
Because ain't no
freedom. We got one more. Freedom. While often associated with being single and playing the field, you do not strictly have to be single to have a hot girl summer. It is simply about not letting a relationship hold you back from enjoying your life. Sounds like a playbook for singleton.
So, okay, pack up and move to single Beverly because ain't no damn way. Okay, there is no damn way that they unapologetically them lonely as hell.
Well, I think that's the sex part that they didn't want to say it like that. But anytime I hear being unapologetically me or doing what I want, I think that you just want to go out. Yeah, no, they're getting their back broke a lot, like probably by different people. I don't know if that mean by as multiple people though. I don't know.
Anywho, nobody wants to have a hot girl summer.
Anybody at will.
Nobody wants to have a hot girl summer. They actually don't want to be single. We already have discovered that. But that is just another way to make them comfortable in their rebellion.
And on that note, anybody else?
Bro, what was this Amber at the first show or the second show? What the hell?
I don't know. She was sleepy or something. No, I think he talking about earlier.
On this shit, Space is used to you to this motherfucker.
I'm just wondering who this
I had to ask. I'm like, can't you talk? Are you okay? Blink twice if you're okay.
Blink 3 times if you need help.
No, leave my sister alone. No. But yeah, I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us tonight. Anybody else got anything on this or anything before we get off tonight?
No, this was a good show. I appreciate the panel, appreciate the energy. Look forward to next Thursday.
Yeah,
I just want to say that being engaged kind of lit Amber on fire. So congratulations.
Left finger.
I hang it too. That motherfucker got some weight on it. She can't even say. She like, hey, that motherfucker hanging. It ain't.
Oh yeah. Let us see it again. So we have an announcement. You want to make your announcement?
I do not.
You want me to do it?
I do not.
Don't put your right hand up like.
I was gonna say, did you say what? No. Turn it the other way.
I'm telling.
Okay, so here's the thing, guys. Just a brown girl in America. We trying to build families, build bridges, keep relationships together, get the next generation on point so we won't be living in poverty. We want generational wealth Everybody knows the best way to do that is to get these families together. Everybody knows to get these kids and these YNs, not to be YNs. We need strong fathers. We need good women in the household. We can speak from these things from experience, but results is what you want. So, presenting the results of Just a Brown Girl in America, Miss Amberlynn M is now engaged. Yay!
You see her when she dropped that left hand, her whole body moved.
Hush.
So all I'm saying, ladies, just take heed, calm down. We all gotta take a breath sometime.
Shut up.
Please
Be
shut
quiet.
up.
You do not have to
Please,
have
'cause
the
I
last
know I got
word.
to shut up sometime.
Yeah, you do not have to have the last word. Always stroke his ego.
Sometimes just
Fuck, where the fuck is
digress.
fuck?
Fall back.
You hear me?
Bow out gracefully.
Vicky, where the fuck is Amber been at?
We've been working.
She
We're working. The show is working. The show is working, Carlos. Bring your sisters, your aunties, your aunts. Bring them.
That was good. That's how you put that. Hey, I like that, Nikki. She say the show was working. Shit, it rubbed off on my sister. Shit.
Just know I've always been here. It's just I don't show people the most inner depth of me. So
Congratulations on your engagement.
thank you.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Well, how you doing, Michael? I'm sorry you late. We about to close out. But yes, we do know they destroy. We have addressed that, sir. But we're gonna get it better. We are working on it. This set of people, a little iffy, but the next generation, whether they black, white, Indian, indifferent, because I believe we have all been psyoped. We have all been lied to. We have all been brainwashed, going through the same public school system, listening to the same rhetoric, the same people. I say we had these conversations, build community back, and bridge this stuff together. Also, I'm looking to marry off some people, some children. So if you got some children want married off, we can work this plan off. You got some sons, you got some daughters, we can have a meeting, but y'all got to get your kids affairs in order for the future. You can't be hooking them up with somebody else's family and then your family ain't doing financially what they supposed to do. Everybody got to be on the same page, okay? Okay. With that being said, I'm just another brown girl in America trying to figure out this messed up life. So, bye.
See you guys. Thank you, Nikki.